Yay! Hi, everybody. Tanja with Adventures for Connection and, of course, Powell Painting as well. But today we're focused on Adventures for Connection. And unfortunately, Chase is not able to make it today, but he will be on tomorrow at the same time. And Chase is the creator of these beautiful bowls that some of you have heard me play before with the handle on the inside and the plate on the bottom. And so I invite you to jump on tomorrow with us and check it out. In the meantime, let's tap in a little bit on currently what is happening. And so I often will open a book and find out what kind of message maybe we need to hear today. And so this one is from Magenta Pixie. She's done some beautiful writings and this one is the Diamond Codex and the Quartz Key. And so we each have a code within us. And that code is our personal pyroprint, as you will soon find out. And your pyroprint is the energies that you came in upon. And so to be clear, I look at this structure as this realm that we're in, and astrology is like the map to let you know where things were when you came in so that you can better understand yourself. And so we've got that along with numerology. Numerology is numbers and goes back to sacred geometry. And so that too is highly beneficial. And so, interesting where I opened it to. So I'm just going to read this to you and take what you will from it and see if it resonates with you at all. And so it's number 28, individualization, integration, and unification. Before an individual or construct, creation, being, idea, thought can move into unification, they first must individualize. And so that sentence in itself, if we think about it, we must come apart in order to unify in a new way. And so we've been taught to be very individual. It's about me and what can I do and what can I create before we can go into that co-creation, unification that I believe we have an opportunity to step into. Integration is key to this process. This is indeed a grand paradox. For how can one be individual and unified simultaneously? Yet you cannot unify without individualization. So you can't come together if you're already unified, right? Like you're already unified, you're already together. And so therefore it's an opportunity as individuals having their individual experience to come together and share resources, abilities. Yet you cannot unify without individualization. The reason for that is that source consciousness, call it God, call it the consciousness or creator of all. The reason for that is that source consciousness, the emanation from the diamond sun core template, is a field or grid structure. Now, we can get super scientific about this, and I probably will at some point because the quantum field is coming into the light more and more each day. If only one aspect within this grid structure moves out of alignment and into distortion, then it cannot hold form within the grid. This is why we may call the phase lock within the DNA. This is the pattern that falls into place when the ribosomic instructional codices are delivered to the RNA DNA cellular matrices. You have so much coding in your DNA. Think about how much information is stored even on your iPhone or the iCloud, and think about your DNA being infinite as far as storage. All of your experiences and all of your lifetimes, as we may call them. Using the model of the matrix and moving through the 6 diamond core templates of awareness, mastery, architecture, transportation, integration, and unification. We present to you each core template as a stage or teaching within linear steps. For those who like to see lists, structures, maps, and building blocks before them, so they may process and make sense of the esoteric mystery wisdom teaches presented within this material. So what's that? What that is saying is we're so used to even time being such a linear thing when really, if you've seen the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once, there's a lot of truth to it. And quantum biology and quantum the science is catching up to that. And if you believe, look at it this way, and we'll go right back now. If we are all souls having a human experience, and energy cannot be created or destroyed, it can only be transformed. What does that tell you about what you believe? Hi, Cindy. Good to see you. Yeah. What does that tell you? So, if we're all souls having a human experience, and I do believe we are, and we come into this realm to have this human experience, it's very important to one, stay grounded, and remember. It's a remembrance that you're not a one and done. If we look at nature as a reflection for us, we've strayed so far from our natural state in our individualization, in our I need to get the job, I need to get the career, I need. And you get there, but that still doesn't satisfy or fulfill that that desire within you. And that's what kept me going in studying and learning. I learned Reiki, and then I learned quantum, and then I learned that the heart is not a pump. It is like a vortex. The heart is the first organ grown within this vessel. And the pure magic of creation, of a being inside of a woman in the womb, it's profound and sacred. But that heart is the first thing. And why? Because that is what runs the entire system. It's not the brain that's created first, it's the heart. It's that reminder that lead with your heart. And so many of us have gone into this individualization to become so much in our head that we forget about our body. But we want to unify with the body. And so if you missed the beginning, do go back and listen to that. I read a page out of a book really talking about individualization in the human body. Or in the human, and how you can't have unification until you do have individualization. Two can't come together if they're already together. So you have to be separated to come together. And so we want to bring our mind and body together and work in harmony with our system. And I'll use an example right now. My mother is struggling with it's an autoimmune. She's had psoriasis and was told that it goes from one side to the other. So it goes from male to female within a generation. So her father had it. And what I found out yesterday was that it also involves the liver. Now, my mother's got a fatty liver, but was never a drinker. And so I found that fascinating because, oh, there's a correlation there. And when we start to work in harmony with our body, and we start to listen to our body, what if every illness is an opportunity that your body's speaking to you, but we just haven't learned to listen to it? And so in learning to listen to our bodies and work in harmony with our bodies, we're unifying them. And that's the first unification, in my opinion. Same with unifying the masculine and feminine within us. I used to be much more masculine dominated, and now I'm much more, and then I went a little too feminine, and now I've got the balance. And so it's the hemispheres of the brain, it's the body, it's the organs working with your mind, and remembering that the heart has as many neurons, if not more, than the brain. I can't remember the exact science on that one, but what does that tell you? tells you that you're so much more powerful than you know, and that the heart sends out a frequency because it's a vortex. That's why they call it a pump, but it's really actually wrapped up. And when you unwrap it, it's huge. So the heart isn't just a pump working, it's the vortex of the energy working with the entire vessel and with the field outside of you. And we can't see that field just like we can't see Wi Fi. So we have to what if a lot to start to bridge this and understand it. And what if then now we are attracting things to us based on that vibration we're sending out? Well, then you want to make sure that you are the cleanest and clearest vibration you can be and in your natural state. So we look at nature, we look at birds, we look at animals. They're all in their natural state. They're not getting in the car to go drive to a job. We've been so trained to believe that that is progress, when in reality, in my opinion, in my reality, pulling back and doing less and having less is more. Makes me more present, makes me more connected. And so we all have this ability within us. So I just wanted to remind you of that today. And it was beautiful. I love pulling a point from a book that I can have a topic on, and your questions and your ideas are critical to that. I can speak to anything. 1111. And I pulled a couple cards and we've got some swords, so things are moving quickly. Are we going to have a new beginning? And I don't go with the regular meaning of all the cards. I haven't studied it. I go with what I feel. Swords are fast moving. And even these are the two cards we got. So there's some cloudy days. We're moving very fast. And this fellow looks like, oh, I won. And he's collecting the swords. But did he win or did he individualize himself? So interesting that that's coming through. And then pentacles. Keep working on that which you desire, for you have built much without even realizing. You've planted the seeds, you've cultivated, you've created. Don't forget. Let's get one more because that would be nice. Oh, we love it when they flip out like that, right? The world. And you are your own world. If we start to look at the body from that perspective, and we look at the body as the skin is your borders, right? And your skin is your biggest organ. It's picking up information all the time. So is your heart. It's out there, expanded, giving off that energy. And maybe you know when you go into a space and you could feel like, oh, I don't want to be here. That's you reading energy. We're all reading energy all the time, just like we're always manifesting all the time. And so to remember that we have an opportunity, we are our own world, we have our own waters. We have our own islands, all the organs floating in those waters, connected, rivers. So everything you eat, everything you drink, and the air you breathe is nature. And we've just forgotten our natural state. I believe the hands and the feet are like terminals, like a battery. We're also bioelectric. Why do you think you get a sharp pain? Going back to my mom, she's got this really sharp pain. Her body is screaming at her. She's 73. It's time for change. It's time to try something new. And so we're doing trigger point therapy, which freezes the muscles to tell the nerves it's okay, relax, just to get her into a more stable state. We're also doing laser acupuncture, which helps to activate the cells in that area to respond. So we're doing two things at once that kind of dance with each other. And then I just put her on glucosamine and MSM, and I'm taking that as well. And that is to help with nerve pain and see what's going on there. And so stay tuned. I will share more. And if something resonated in here, let me know in the comments. And tomorrow we're on live at 11 a.m. with Chase, and he's going to be playing some bowls for everyone. So I look forward to that. All right, you guys, have a beautiful day. And remember, you are creating your life. Where can you shift and show up differently to shift that outer world.